Cape Äɡɡәläs is a rocky headland in Western Cape, South Africa. It is the geographic southern tip of the African continent and the beginning of the dividing line between the Atlantic and Indian Oceans according to the International Hydrographic Organization. Historically, the Cape has been known to sailors as a major hazard on the traditional Clipper route. It is sometimes regarded as one of the Great Capes. It was most commonly known in English as Cape Äɡɡәläs until the 20th century. The town of Äɡɡәläs is located near to the Cape. Geography. Cape Äɡɡәläs is located in the Overberg region, 170 kilometers southeast of Cape Town. The Cape was named by Portuguese navigators, who called it Cabo das Agulhas, Portuguese for Cape of Needles, after noticing that around the year 1500 the direction of magnetic north coincided with true north in the region. The Cape is within the Cape Äɡɡәläs local municipality in the Overberg district of the Western Cape province of South Africa. The nearby small airport of Andrews Field services Äɡɡәläs. South of Cape Äɡɡәläs, the warm Äɡɡәläs current that flows south along the east coast of Africa retroflects back into the Indian Ocean. While retroflecting, it pinches off large ocean eddies that drift into the South Atlantic Ocean and take enormous amounts of heat and salt into the neighboring ocean. This mechanism constitutes one of the key elements in the global conveyor belt circulation of heat and salt. Unlike its better-known relative, the Cape of Good Hope, Cape Äɡɡәläs is relatively unspectacular, consisting of a gradually curving coastline with a rocky beach. A survey marker indicates the location of the cape, which would otherwise be difficult to identify. The waters of the Äɡɡәläs bank off the coast are quite shallow and are renowned as one of the best fishing grounds in South Africa. The rocks that form Cape Äɡɡәläs belong to the Table Mountain group, often loosely termed the Table Mountain Sandstone. They are closely linked to the geological formations that are exposed in the spectacular cliffs of Table Mountain, Cape Point and the Cape of Good Hope. Climate. The climate is extremely mild, with no temperature or rainfall extremes. According to South African National Parks, who administer the nature reserve, the average rainfall is 400 to 600 mm per annum, mostly received in winter. Temperature climate data is available for Cape Äɡɡәläs. Averages are: Jan max 23.8 degrees Celsius, Joule max 16.5 degrees Celsius. Shipping hazards. These conditions are caused by a number of factors. The naturally strong winds of the roaring 40s, which blow from west to east, and the cold Antarctic circumpolar current flowing in the same direction, come up against the warmer Äɡɡәläs current in the region of the Cape. These conflicting currents of water of different densities, and the west winds blowing against the Äɡɡәläs current, can create extremely hazardous wave conditions. These are further exacerbated by the shallow waters of the Äɡɡәläs bank, a broad, shallow part of the continental shelf which juts 250 kilometers south from the Cape, after which it falls steeply away to the abyssal plain. These hazards have combined to make the Cape notorious among sailors. The coast here is littered with wrecks. Arniston, Karanga, Elise, Federal Lakes, Jortada, Guritz, and Gwendola are just a few of the vessels lost in the proximity of the Cape of Needles, owing to the hazards and following the loss of several vessels. Notably, the Arniston, a lighthouse, was built in 1848. The lighthouse now plays host to a museum and a small rustic restaurant.